Hey, it's Paul from howtoplaybassdotcom. In this lesson, which is aimed at beginners, we're going to look at the bass line to Sunny Afternoon by the Kinks. Now it's perfect for beginners because rhythmically it's very simple. We've just got half notes, which are notes that last for 2 beats, and quarter notes in the bass line, so there's no tricky rhythms to play. And the other reason why it's good for beginners is the range of the line. The line starts out there, D, 7th fret of the G string, as we'll see in a minute when we look at the intro. The range of the line uses kind of a lot of this upper register of the bass, or mid register of the bass, that a lot of, when you're learning, a lot of beginning players don't go into. So it will help you learn some of the notes higher up on the bass. Before we get started, if you are a beginner and you're looking to get better, if you click the link that's underneath this video, I've got a course, 30 lessons plus a bunch of bonus song tutorials that will take you from just kind of getting started, take you to a reasonably competent level. We cover left hand technique, we cover right hand technique, we cover putting them together, we cover a bit of rhythmic theory, we cover how to practice, we cover learning all the notes on the bass, and from lesson 5 all of the lessons come with song tutorials as well to give you practical applications of the teaching in the course. So click that link if you're interested, if that sounds like it might be a good fit for you. Go and check the page out. The full lesson for this will be in the members area of the site, so you'll be able to find this, you'll be able to find the backing track that I'm using, and you'll be able to find the notation and tab. So go and click that link, have a check out, and then we'll get started with Sunny Afternoon with the intro. Okay, you just heard the intro with the slowed down backing track. It's an 8-bar section, the intro of Sunny Afternoon, 4-bar pattern that's played twice, and it's also used later on in the tune. This is the 4-bar pattern. Then it goes back up and repeats. So let's go through those notes. So we're playing, on each note we're playing it twice. So there's D, 7th fret of the G string, C, 5th fret of the G string, B, 4th fret of the G string, B flat, 3rd fret of the G string, A, 2nd fret of the G string, G. I'm playing 5th fret of the D string. You could play the open G string, F, the 3rd fret of the D string, E. And remember I said you play each of those notes twice. Back up and play it again in the intro. That then, once the intro has played through, leads us to the verse, which is the next section of the tune to look at. So we'll go and look at that, listen to the play along first. Just heard the verse with the play along. Now the section that I'm about to teach is 14 bars long, but the way to visualize it is 2 6-bar sections plus a 2-bar tag. So a 6-bar section would sound like this. Back up to D to start it again. So let's go through the notes. Most of that's the 2-beat style where a note lasts for 2 beats. So D, 7th fret of the G string, A, 7th fret of the D string, C, 5th fret of the G string, D, 5th fret of the D string, down to F, the 3rd fret of the D string, C at the 5th fret of the G string again, C again, and then you've got G, and this time I'm definitely playing it the 5th fret of the D string. Works better than playing it the open G string, I think. And then we've got 2 bars where we're playing this descending pattern. So we're playing A, G, G, F, F, E, E. Note, I'm playing all those notes on the D string, 7th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. And then what happens is we go back to and repeat the 6-bar form, including the 2 bars with quarter notes. And then we've got a 2-bar tag before we get to the bridge, and this is what we're going to play. So we're playing D, A, 2-beat rhythm, each of those last 2 beats, 7th frets of the G and the D string, and then we're playing D, A, B, C sharp, D, A, 7th frets, G and D string, B, 4th fret of the G string, C sharp at the 6th fret of the G string, and that will set us up for the D at the start of the bridge. Bridge section, which is the only other major piece of the song that we need to learn. So we'll move on and we'll look at the bridge. So you just heard the bridge and the little section after it before we go to the chorus. You can think of the bridge, break the 14 bars down into 2 sections. You think of it as an 8-bar bridge and then like a 6-bar turnaround almost, which is based on a similar format to the 6 bars of the verse. So although the chords do change and it is a little different. But that's a way you could think of it. So you can think of that 14-bar section in 2 separate chunks. So I'll play the 8-bar section first, the first 8 bars. Okay, so what we've got starts off, and you'll have noticed there's a mix of notes that last for 2 beats and quarter notes. So the first bar is just D down to A. You should know those note locations by now. And then the next bar we're going to play D and then A, D. Then we're going to jump down to G, the 5th fret of the D string, play 2 of those. Then we're going to play a descending run, G, F, E, D. 5, 3, 2 of the D string, and then 5 of the A string. Then we're on to C, G, 3rd and 5th frets of the A and the D string, back to C, and then play a D and an E. Then we're going to play F, C, F, and those are the 3rd frets of the D and the A string. And then finally we've got a run, quarter note pattern down, which is A, G, F, E. And we played that before we played it with it starting the A there. Here it makes more sense to start the A there, the 2nd fret of the G string, G, F, E. Okay, that takes us to the final 6 bars. I'll play those in one go and then we'll come back and do them note for note. So they start out like this. Note of the chorus. So what we've got D, 2 A's. You can either play that 5th fret and 7th fret of the D and the A and the D strings, or you could play it open D and 2nd fret of the G string. Previous section we were there, so it probably makes more sense to play it there. But then you've got to get up to G, the 5th fret of the D string, play 2 Ds at the 7th fret of the G string, and back to G at the 5th fret of the D string, and then we're going to play D, 2 A's, 2 G's, and a C. So that's the first 4 bars. I'll just quickly play those, just in case you're a little confused. that's the first 4 bars, and then the second 2 bars we're going to play. The first bar is all in quarter notes, and it's 2 Fs, C, and back to F, 3rd and 5th frets of the D and the G string, and then finally we've got a note that lasts for 2 beats playing A, 7th fret of the D string, and then 2 C sharps at the 6th fret of the G string. That leads to the chorus, which is a repeat of the pattern we started out with. That simple pattern that we started out with the intro. Those are all the sections you need, and if you learn those sections and then listen to the original, you'll be able to work out format map and where each of those sections go, and be able to put them together and play through the entire tune.